And a very pleasant good Monday to everybody. The 18th of January, 2021. My name is Jewel, and this is J7409 Weather, the news that you can use. Thank you so much for clicking play and checking it out with me today. As we turn on the NAM map, courtesy of Tropical Tidbits, this is the GFS NAM map here, and what are some of the headlines for the weather today through tomorrow? Well, these damaging winds and fire weather threats are still going on for large portions of California, and this is going to happen right on through the next few days. Now, some lake effect snow is going to bring some accumulations downwind of Lake Erie, Ontario, and Superior, and a little heavier snow is likely over the southern Rockies. If you're into the weather and you haven't subscribed, do subscribe. I would appreciate it. Click that bell and check off all to make sure you get all the latest in weather videos that I put out for you. Looking at the NDFD map here. Now, this looks like an awful lot of snow, and it's set at the 18Z run for this afternoon. This blue, this is a chance of snow where it's lighter blue. Just snow showers, maybe 1 or 2 inches of accumulation, maybe not any at all. I want you to concentrate mainly on where the darker blue is, like in Michigan, right in this area, over here in western New York and northern Pennsylvania, also a portion of Iowa. You can see where the darker blue is. We got some ice going on down here in Nebraska, but we have all these lows coming up. So watch what happens. Maybe, I'm saying maybe, Arizona might get a little rain. We'll go to midnight tonight. You can see these systems are pulling up and moving out, as well as coming down from Canada, of course. On the 6Z run for Tuesday, you can see the heavier snows looking like in northern New Mexico and portions of Colorado, and also Michigan, right in this area like I was talking about. This is where the heavier snows are going to be happening. We go to the 12Z run for Tuesday, then we have a chance of some rain over in Arizona and also in New Mexico. Now, as this low pulls up down in the Gulf, Texas is going to have an increased chance of rain right in these areas. More than likely, you're going to be getting some rain all the way across here in Texas. Now, as we move on up, we have a chance of some ice that could develop. Okay, right in here in this area, a little of Indiana and Kentucky. You could get some ice, and also Kentucky, you should get a mix of rain, maybe some snow. That's what it's looking like for this area of Kentucky. But once again, the heavier snow is in the darker blue. When we hop up to midnight Wednesday, looking good for everybody. This area has been so drought stricken. It's just a chance of rain, but I hope it materializes for you. And at the 12Z run for Wednesday, looking like in New Mexico, you got a chance of some ice because this high is going to pull through and come on down, bringing some cooler air. You could have a chance of some ice. Also right there in the portion of western Texas. So keep all of this in mind. Let's go check out and see what the radar is looking like for the next 3 days, and I'll tell you what these systems are going to be producing. And here we have the radar. We're going to turn it on, let it play. You see your timestamps here. It's looking like, everybody, that the new week's going to begin on a very windy note across a very large portion of California. Now, the combination of the developing area of low pressure off the southern Rockies, or excuse me, off of southern California coast, it's going to strengthen. And high pressure from the Rockies into the Great Basin, that's going to increase winds across much of California for the next few days. Now, the high wind warnings and advisories are in effect across much of the state of California, where the winds could gust as high as 80 miles per hour, especially in the mountain areas. Now, these high winds have the potential to produce significant damage from down power lines, trees, and loose objects that may easily be blown around by the high wind. So if you got your trash can out, you might want to keep your eye on it or bring it a little closer to the home. Now, the high winds are also going to increase the fire weather threat with an enhanced to critical fire weather threat for much of California over the next few days. Now, watches and warnings for all of the weather are in the community post. Click show more down below this video. Scroll, you'll find a link to go check them out and see if you're in any of the areas. Now, this above aforementioned developing low that I just talked about off the Southern California coast, it may also produce some much needed precipitation for Southern California and Southern Arizona Tuesday and Wednesday. And these areas have had much below average precipitation this year, and they still remain in a drought condition. However, precipitation totals are expected to be light over the next few days, with the heaviest rains expected to remain over northwestern Mexico. Now, we have a more significant precipitation with totals likely over the southern Rockies in the wake of a cold front pressing south across the southern Rockies and the southern plains today and tomorrow. And heavy mountain snows are likely across the southern Rockies from north central New Mexico into south central Colorado. Now, the front's going to be producing increasing shower activity late today, right on in tomorrow, from portions of the southern plains into the lower Mississippi Valley. At the moment, right now, the precipitation totals here are really not expected to be heavy, but any rain that you can get in these areas will be needed. Cold westerly to northwesterly flow, that's expected across the unfrozen Great Lakes over the next few days. It's going to support locally heavy lake effect snows, especially downwind of Lake Erie across western New York State, downwind of Lake Ontario across northwestern portions of New York State, and downwind of Lake Superior across portions of the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. And that's a check of your weather for today. Thanks so much for checking it out with me, and thanks for everything you folks do for me. I love my subs so much. Thank you. I appreciate it greatly. Have a good day, a safe day, a blessed day. Peace, love, and kindness to each and every one of you. Thanks for watching.